Story time. And today we're going to be going deep into the ancient history, and we are going to go to the ancient world. But why? To hear the story of a and I can't say very enough, he was that wise. He had the knowledge of 1,000 books. He was one of the most knowledgeable people during this time. If you asked him about medical anatomy, he would tell you all about the anatomy of the heart, of the lung, of the brain, off the top of his head. And he was not just great in scientific knowledge, he had a lot of different ideas and a lot of different philosophy as well. He was one of the most well-known existential people during his time, and he asked those big questions. And today, in story time, it's that life that we're going to look at. But it's not that life that we're interested in. It's actually the end of life. And now we're going to his last words. He is 70 years old. And like any man at that time, he wanted to share the knowledge that he had with everyone else. He wanted to give some pieces of advice to his friends and to the younger generation. And what he did was very ingenious. He wrote a letter to his friend. And so he took his quill pen and he started writing, "Dear Lucilius." And he wrote and wrote and wrote. And he kept writing. And he wrote almost 100 letters to his friend at the time of his death. He wrote 1,000 words. He wrote 1,000 pages. But 4 of his words was the most popular. Just 4 words out of those 1,000 words. Just 4 words. Those 4 words changed the world. It changed people's perspectives, and it improved the lives of so many people around him. And right now, when you're going to hear this, hopefully it'll change yours too. So I know I've been talking about those 4 words for quite some time, and you might be excited. What are those 4 words, right? Well, get ready. Get ready, because it's going to be one amazing moment when you hear that words. Get ready, okay? Get ready. 3, 2, 1. He said, "I am still." Okay, final word here, final word. Okay, look at it. He said, "I am still learning." Exactly. That's what he said. And I know you suddenly felt underwhelmed. You suddenly felt a bit sad. Is this really going to be changing my life, those 4 words? Is that really even a piece of advice? I am still learning. Those were the 4 words that this great philosopher known as Seneca the Younger had to say at the time of his death. And what you need to consider is that he was 70 years old when he said that. And he still said, "I am still learning." Just think about that. What Seneca wanted all of us to know was that learning never stops. It's a road that never ends. It keeps on going. But you might be asking yourself, hey, look at me. I'm not learning anything. So that means that Seneca was wrong. No. What happens is that Seneca wasn't wrong. He was correct. Because just think about that time. For example, when a boss told you that a presentation of yours was not very good. Think about the time when you had a relationship or a friendship that just broke down into a mess. Just think about that time. For example, when someone told you that the shirt you were wearing was horrible. Just think about all those times. Didn't you learn something new from all those times? It might have been that your presentation skills were not that good. Or it might have been the fact that some relations are just meant to go, are just meant to be let alone. Or it might be the fact that you're not supposed to wear a flowered shirt in a business meeting. But whatever those lessons that you learned were, it's you still learn something, and that's the important thing to consider. Keep learning, keep learning, and that's all you need to be doing to become successful. Keep learning, and I won't be surprised one day to find that you're ever more popular than Seneca the Younger. Keep learning, and I promise you, you'll be great.